What's going on, guys? Vortex here. I got a request from a guy named Lib. I don't remember the numbers, sorry about that, man. But I just got a request on what video I should do. He wanted me to do some quick scopes. Sadly, I only got like the short clip. It was actually a pretty good clip that I got, but that was basically it. Cause every game I joined, I was just getting slaughtered by all these like 1v1 quick scopers, and I was just sick and tired of it. And then I got nuked on some guy got a nuke, but. So I just left and I have another clip. So yeah, let me get right into it. And so this is a life story that happened when it was in 2006. So it'll be like when I was like 10, no, not 10, like 8 or 7 or something like that. I was at my house and my friend took my expensive shoes. They're like $100, and to me, those are some expensive shoes. And he threw them inside my house and he locked the front door. And I'm like, all right, come on. And his name was Chase. So I knocked on the front door, and I was like, come on, dude, open the door. And then I started getting mad, and then I was like, please open the door. So I started getting mad, and I knocked on the glass too hard, and my arm went straight through the glass. All the shards broke out, except this one giant shard that, like, imagine like a small door, like a wooden door, and then had like glass, like a rectangle glass piece in the middle, and I knocked on that and I went straight through. We were thinking it was probably cracked because I don't remember knocking that hard. I wasn't that rage mode. I think I get more rage mode when I'm playing Call of Duty, but so I knocked on that. My arm went straight through the glass, and then just this giant shard of glass just cut my hand. And I remember my dad told me that his best friend, like, he was skateboarding and he fell and he like his broke his wrist and his bone came out of his wrist. So I was like, man, that's like weird. So if that ever happened to me, that would be like a dream. And when it happened, I looked down on my arm. I saw this may disgust you, but I saw like my veins and my tendons, and I saw like my whole entire arm, and it was just like the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I thought it was a dream. And then I run over to my mom. She's talking to my friend, my Chase's mom, in the front of the house, in the driveway, and I like show her, and we start freaking out. So we head out, and then we go to the San Antonio hospital. It's like 10 minutes away from where I live, and I was losing so much blood that I started to hallucinate. And the San Antonio hospital it's in an urban area. There's buildings around, and what happened was I thought I was in a desert, and I saw like a cow eating a cactus, and I started like freaking out. So and I kept on repeating to my mom, I don't want to die, I don't want to die, and because I honestly thought I did, and so I started freaking out. We finally get there, and then we check in, and then I'm just holding like a towel around my arm, and we go into like this room that she like took off the towel, and she put on like gauze, which is probably super ungodly painful. And she took off the towel, and the whole entire towel was red. And before we left, I had my gash. I was looking in the car, and I was looking at my arm, and I started to open the towel and see what my arm looked like. And my Chase's mom was like, "No, sweetie, don't look at that." So I started to freak out, and then we got there, and she took off the thing, and then she put the gauze on, which was one of the most painful things I've ever felt in my life. And I'll get to the painful part of my life later in the story. And so I'm waiting there, and I had to wait there for. We got there at 5:30 in the evening, and we left at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I had to sit in the waiting room with a gash in my arm for I don't know how many hours that is. It's like 7 hours. 7 hours because we got in at like 1:30, and they stitched me up. And my dad, he said, I'll get you anything you want, any food you want, just tell me and I'll go get it. And I said in and out, so he got me in and out. I was so nervous and scared I couldn't even eat it. It was honestly the most frightening thing in my life because I was so mad that they had me waiting there for that long, which I thought was pretty ridiculous. So you know when they stitched me up, like my dad didn't have a problem watching me get stitched up or watching like the gash in my arm, watching them take off all the stuff. But when they started stitching me up, my dad had to leave the room, and my sister was getting tired, so they took her home. And my grandma, we built a guest house in the backyard for my grandma, and she was downstairs. And then I get all stitched up with my mom, and then we start heading home. They put the but before they stitched me up, so I kind of forgot about this. They put this numbing stuff. They gave me 2 pills, and then they put like this super, well, it felt super cold. They put like this ice stuff on my arm, and it was like some numbing stuff. That was the most painful thing in my life. It was like someone got like dry ice and put it in an open wound, which was honestly the most painful thing. I can't even express the pain that I had on that. But so we did that, and we came home and had my sling, and you know, I did my thing. That kind of rhymed. But so yeah, I just wanted to kind of tell that story. I'm gonna show some pictures at the end of this of what my arm with my arm looked like with the stitches in. My mom's like holding like a rule tape or whatever, and showing how big it was. Um, so yeah, I got 21 stitches on my arm, and I know this gameplay wasn't really the best, but you know it worked. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit that like button and subscribe. All right, peace out, guys.